welcome to Collateral Damage. Me and Mike have a spicy new battle report for y'all today.
Oh yeah.
This one actually went quite long, all the way up to turn 6, I believe, and it is going to be a ride for y'all all the way through. I believe this is your first time showing off the new Cryx Colossal, right, Mike?
It is. I'm actually really excited about it. When I got it in, I put it together and painted it real fast. It's anything to avoid painting the mechanothralls, so.
Oh, at this point, we do need to make a donation drive or something for that, just to force you to actually get that done.
Oh,
someday,
God.
Someday.
Oh, God.
So, without any ado, we will go straight into the list here. Don't want to keep you all waiting for the action. I am running a Allister Caine list. Is a pretty standard configuration for him in Gravediggers. You're looking at deuces. You're looking at as much of the dual cannon patriots as you can windmill slam into a list. They all handily come with shield guard, which is fantastic because Caine's armor is made of hope and glass. Down the line, I took Boom Howler, just to throw out some force barrier. Then I have the 2 heavy machine gun nests. Those are there for a med crate trick I like to do sometimes, where you can keep them base to base and then drop a med crate behind them. Makes a fantastic little roadblock against armies that are not crits. Then we have 2 gun mages to go ahead and keep our army filled up, as well as a commando unit so we don't lose immediately on scenario. This list really struggles to be able to get onto points, and commandos to come into the back line and disrupt your opponent's scoring can do a lot to buy you time when you would otherwise just kind of lose. Then finally we have some storm veins to stop you from getting shot. Again, Caine, fragile, anything that keeps him alive, good investment. Then finally the Black 13th, fantastic synergy with Caine's feet, incredibly good toolbox unit, does great work. Only took 1 heavy airdrop in this list. Would have liked to take more, as heavy airdrops are just good, but alas, points demand.
Alright, now let's get to the Cool Kids Club, Cryx. I'm running Lich Lord Dekathus, who I have absolutely fallen in love with. This caster is so much fun. I think after I played this list for this video, I've played it probably 7 or 8 more times after it. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of neat little tricks. But anyway, Dekathus is loaded up with Death Ward, so he can throw it on the Hellraker to help spread that damage around to keep him alive a little bit longer. Ghost Walk because, well, you need to get through things. We've got 2 Malefactors with the Soul Claiming Heads, Fell Axe, and Spike Shield. The Soul Claiming Head actually makes sense in this list because it throws souls to Dekathus, who can actually use them. We got a Scarlock Lieutenant for the Mechanothralls to help not getting shot to death. 1 unit of Criterions because let's just face it, they're great. 2 units of Mechanothralls for the Shield Guard, 2 Necrosurgeons for bringing some stuff back and keeping our jacks topped off, and you never leave home without Sludge Thralls. I am running Blessing of the Gods, Lucky Penny, Old Faithful, Put Out the Fires, and Sapper this one, because I hate when people hide behind walls. For this game, we rolled up Color Guard. This is the fun one with the flag, just keeps jumping around from train to train until it can't jump around anymore. So, let's get into it.
Really quick deployment on my end. Only have a few models. Caine's going to go in the center along with his Warjacks. We're going to be having the Storm Veins fan out behind them with Boom Howler on a flank, which is where the Black 13th are probably going to end up going.
Cryx Deployment. Alright, think about it for a sec, and of course Hellraker has to go in the middle. We need him to go up the table and just kind of command the whole place. We put a unit of Criterions. I do that every time. Criterions to the left of him. Then we're going to put each Malefactor on either side. We're going to put Dekathus on the right side of the Hellraker. Put the Scarlock Lieutenant right behind Dekathus there, so that he's good and protected. Put the first unit of Mechanothralls between the Hellraker and the Malefactor on the left, and the second unit on the other side. And then we put our Necrosurgeons on either side, so they can actually keep things alive and buff stuff up, and follow up with the greatest of all time, Sludge Thralls.
We're going to go ahead and jump into the Trenchers AD. We've got a couple of stuff to put down here. We're going to start by getting our gun mages out on either flanks. That way we can get our jacks field off. Black 13th are going to go next to Boomhauer so they can be getting force barrier. Then the heavy machine guns are dropping right in the center. Gravediggers Turn 1. So we're going to be looking at no allocations. Everything powers up. Going to drop prey on the sludge thralls that are right across from the gun mages. After that, we're going to go ahead and do Caine first. He's going to do his Rhythm of War and then sit in a forest. Boomhauer is going to be running up near the friendly cache, and then we're going to have Black 13th move to get into a ruin. After that, we're going to have our Patriots start moving up along the machine guns, as is Deuces. Going to just try to form a solid position there so we can stage start shooting next turn. Then we're going to move and go ahead and pull Windwall up. And that's really going to be it.
Cryx Turn 1. Well, a Jack's power up, but I have no allocations. Dekathus activates, puts Death Ward on the Hellraker and casts Shadow Mensert and walks forward. The first Malefactor runs up and gets close to Dekathus. Then I activate the Unit Centurions. They run forward behind the cloud to get in position. And then I move up their other buddy, the Malefactor, to get ready for some clapback. Run up some Mechanothralls to get in position for Shield Guard. And bring up the unit of Necrosurgeons, putting extra focus on Big Boy. Big Boy tunnels up, pops up, takes aim at Watt. I have to boost the hit because he's a hard guy to hit. Roll, hit, boost damage because I actually want to do some damage to him this time. And there's no point in me sitting on this because I'm out of range of everything else. And I'm going to move my own models. And I kill Watt. Feeling pretty good about that one.
Good night, sweet prince. May angels sing thee to thy wake.
Leaving me with one focus on big guy over there. We run up the Mechanothralls, the other unit, the kind of painted unit. They're white. That's painted, right? And they get in position.
Good try, though.
Then I move the Scarlet Thrall up to make sure he's in range to give everybody Shield Guard. Run this unit of Sludge Thralls up from behind the pillar to get ready for some sludge action. Bring up these Necrosurgeons, hide them in the corner. And bring up the slash unit of Sludge Thralls to try to blast some damage on that side.
Well, I need to kill a Colossal this turn or I lose.
I don't want you to kill a Colossal this turn.
I mean, yes, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, it's gotta go. It is in a hugely aggressive position, and if it connects with my lines, that's gonna be game over. So that's what we're gonna try to do something about.
I'm gonna point out this is the first time I've got to play with this Colossal. Yep. So, in true fashion, we'll see what happens.
And here we go. So, this is, again, gotta kill the snake. We just go ahead and go with Caine. Upkeeping Rhythm of War, tossing a focus over to one of the Patriots. We have Caine go, he aims, and he proceeds to feet and then shoot some Witchmark Heartseeker shots into the Hellraker. Mike has to shield guard these, or the Hellraker gets heckin' calamity'd, and he does not want that to happen. This is important because we have to burn through these Mechanothralls before we get our important shooting through. After Caine burns a couple of the shield guards, we go ahead and go to the Black 13. We're going to be leading with Ryan, who goes up and begins shooting some Shadow Fire shots into it. Once again, he has to shield guard these, or the Colossal no longer blocks line of sight, and we immediately pivot from killing the Colossal to just start shooting Dekathus. These put down some more Mechanothralls, and then we activate with our cool double gun man, who is going to drop some more shots around, and I think he manages to pick up another Mechanothrall. We have gotten a little bit about half of a unit and a couple of change down at this point. We are now going to be moving up to our Patriots. Patriots are going to start burning shots into them, and these quickly eat a shield guard, as we are not just getting feet Patriot shots, but we're dropping ammo crates as well. This is buffing those Patriots up to boosted POW 16s with Blessed, which do a decent amount of work. They put some damage into it, we move another Patriot up, and it is just going to be doing the same thing, double tapping directly into that Colossal. After that, we are then going to go to the other side and pull up another Patriot, and just second verse, same as the first. We're going to keep pumping shots into it until we finally get the Deuce. Deuce does a couple of decrepitation shots into it. This is going to be leaving it with 6 left after Deuce is done, leaving us with the last Patriot to go ahead and move up and just pull off the last one. I think we have a couple of shots left over that we throw in the Criterions, and we kill one but trigger Battle Driven. After that, we are basically done. Our heavy machine guns try to contest and do some things, but they're just kind of fodder into Cryx, unfortunately. We will be triggering Rhythm of War and shuffling all of our jacks around. I make some pretty bad mistakes here with where I put the jacks. I was worried about Dekathus getting onto Caine, and I don't think I should have been. And I ended up feeding Mike a couple more than I should have. I also probably should have ambushed this turn. I know I probably wouldn't have been able to get shots off, but it would have been able to let me position a little bit better for next turn. All in all, I think Commandos are a good unit. I think they're one of the better ambush units in the game right now, but that is damning with somewhat faint praise. All things considered, we did do what we needed to get done this turn, and we will see what the consequences are.
Trying my best to spread that damage out. That's why I like Death Ward on the Colossal, because it kind of let me jump between side to side to kind of keep him alive in as much systems as possible.
It's a heckin' good spell. I will never say anything against it. It would be nice to have something like that.
That's the thing with our meta. If you get a new model and you put it on the table, it's going to die first. It happens every time.
Okay, maybe if you don't want me to shoot your Colossal and kill it, you shouldn't run it up the center of the board and put it within 12 of my caster.
Well, to be fair, I just wanted to come give you a hug. And if you don't want to get hugged by a Colossal, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications for all our future videos. Cryx Turn 2. Well, Corey has shattered my plan, so I gotta come up with a new one. So after measuring it out for God knows how long, I decided to start with Dekathus. I activate him, I pop feet, use Lucky Penny on him, and cast Shadowmancer. I then charge the Black 13th, boost to hit, manage to hit, and I kill him, gaining another soul. That triggers Blood Boon, which lets me do Impending Doom for free, which is what helps me get all of these people in. I start to pull in the Patriots, the Machine Gunners, and the last Black 13th. With my second attack, I buy and attack the Machine Gunner. I hit and kill. And then I buy an attack on the final Black 13th model. I hit him. And kill him. And then I use Gate of Hell to teleport 4 inches away into the cloud, try to keep myself alive, and I've also cast Death Ward on myself from the second Blood Bloom. Bring up the big bad white unit of Sludge Thralls there that's kind of hard to see. They are painted now, I would want to point out. I'm pretty happy about that. Blast down the line of these Patriots, trying to do some damage to it.
You.
No, they won't. Start of the next video, I'm just going to show them, just to prove it.
You have to. It's the only way.
I end up doing some good ping damage to the Patriots from these Sludge Thralls. I know they're going to get hit hard in the January update, so I'm just kind of enjoying them while I can. I would not doubt it if they went up a point and their sprays also went down in range, which apparently every spray range is coming down.
Yeah, I suspect that's going to be happening across the board.
And I got some nice corroded on there, so to help me kill these guys, you know, very important. Look at my Malefactor, see if I'm in range now, which I am. Activate these Necromancers, or sorry, Necrosurgeons, to load up the
You
first.
say tomato, I say tomato.
Same thing, same thing. Load up this Malefactor, and then I'm going to try to charge into you. Make sure we're in the right range. There we go. All right, let's do this. So, my big bad charge attack. I miss. Spend a soul on Dekathus. Here we go, and miss again.
Ripperoonie in heckin' cheese.
And then I start attack. I think I hit you with my shield and my horn. Do a little bit of damage. And we start buying attacks. I foresee the axe going up in cost too. At least getting rid of the 1 point soul claiming head. But he's able to kill Big Boy with a nice reroll. And do some more damage to another Patriot. We're going to bring up the other unit of Necrosurgeons and top off the other Malefactor. Ask Corey to double check that because much as I like cheating him, this is kind of important. And on camera.
You're Gucci, my friend.
So I'm trying to charge and be within distance to claim this objective. So we're able to get to it, and that looks good. Weird hand motions, and then we're going to fight this guy. Barely hit, but do a crap ton of damage. And take him off the table. I have to say, Shadowmancer is a heck of a drug. Being able to have Siding Touch on everybody is just so good.
Solidly okay spell.
No, I do not have a good charge lane with the Criterions. Oh, look at me pronounce it right again. So I'm debating on how to get them up there to try to take out this last guy. He doesn't have much health left, so I need to get in there. So I end up walking up. I go as far forward as I can because I'm honestly blocked myself there. And then I can place one guy. I hit, and because of Shadowmancer, I'm able to do some decent damage on him. I'll run the Mechanothralls up to help protect old boy and bring in the Scarlock Lieutenant behind him to kind of support them. Well, at the end of turn 2, I managed to pick up 4 points, and Corey picks up 2. I'm feeling a little bit better about the game now. I was able to pull up those Patriots. It was kind of a decent clap back with Dekathus going in there and be able to pull them all in. That helped me a lot, and being able to. I didn't expect to kill all 3 of them, but high rolls really helped me there.
I'm in a pretty dicey situation. This is a stage of the game where we realize that while my flag is going to be moving across the board, Mike's is actually going to be staying put, as we didn't place anything within 5 of it. So I'm on a little bit of a pressure now. I've lost a good chunk of models, and I'm kind of on the back foot. I need to start killing things and sandpapering away some models, and if I don't kill one of his heavies on this turn, I'm going to be in a real rough spot. So that becomes my big priority. I need to take down a heavy and salvage a flag. Let's go for some desperation play, as I'm determined to stay in this game if it kills me. We're going to go ahead and ambush our commandos. Again, I probably should have done that last turn, but I hadn't clocked that the flag wasn't going to move, and I thought I might be able to get a better spot later. With that off the table, I think that we're going to go ahead and try to reach out as far as we can. Main plan here is going to be trying to kill the heavy that is on my right, but I do believe we just go ahead and we are probably going to be starting with the easy moves first. Just going to go ahead and take our commandos. They're going to go ahead and position out there. As soon as they finish moving, we are going to then airdrop in a blocker, which is then going to forfeit its action to just move onto that flag to try and stop the scenario bleed. After that, we are then going to move around and try to unblock our lines with some storm veins. I am jammed up in a mean way, and if I don't kill some of these mechanothralls, then there's no way I'm going to get any shots that matter on that heavy.
I always forget they shoot. Always.
They got some decent guns. Short range, but they'll clear chaff all day long.
What's a tough roll?
Yeah.
Got them all.
Yeah, we clear those. Then we're going to go ahead and move Caine. We shuffle around a little bit to try to find a spot that will be safe for him outside of the kill box. As Dekathus is going to go swiggity-swooty coming for my booty the moment he gets a chance.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I think we drop there, and we go ahead and Witchmark and Heartseeker into that Malefactor, which unfortunately isn't going to really get anything done there. We do get a Witchmark on it for a Calamity, but at the end of the day, Caine only drops like 6 damage into it, even with a boost. After that, he will then teleport to try to get further away. After this, I think we start moving on to some of our gun mages. They go ahead and put some fire out, trying to just do some incidental damage, but aren't able to really do anything. Poutins ain't it, folks. Poutins ain't it. Especially not into Armor 17. After that, we are then going to cry ourselves to sleep and then activate Deuces. He drops a Decrepitation shot into our Calamity Malefactor. He's able to get about 17 damage onto it, which isn't terrible. Dice off 4 dice. It was solid stuff there, but then the Patriot is going to activate and manage to do all of Zilch. Drops 2 fully boosted POW 12s into it at dice off 6 and can't really get any damage in.
I expected you to just finish him up with that guy.
Yeah, that would have been nice. But if there was a death knell of the game, I think this was probably it. I pulled off this Malefactor, I think I still had some clay. But at this point, I start trying to survive long enough to pick up an assassination vector on Dekathus, while just making myself not lose on scenario. Caine's a fantastic caster, but if he's not able to get the work he needs done on his feet turn and they can clap back hard enough, he starts to fall apart real fast.
Yeah. Cryx Turn 3. Well, I'm surprised my Jack's alive, so I'm going to play Old Faithful on him and heal him up to have his arms and everything. His head and his movement are still out on him, though. Then the Necrosurgeons move up and put more focus on the non-hurt Malefactor. Activate Dekathus, who now is sitting on 10 focus because he had so many souls. And he's going to go back, cast Shadowmancer, and just kind of hide back there because he's scared of Caine. And I'm going to charge in with Boomhowler with the non-damaged one. Try to murder him, and he dies to an axe to the face, like most people should. Kill a Stormvein. Kill another Stormvein. Run away. Now we're going to activate the Sludge Thralls. They're going to come up. One of them is going to pick up the cache. And then I'm going to spray that Black 13th model with the other two that did not pick up the cache. And I miss and hit the one that's not standing in anything. Criterions charge in. Do some damage. The hurt Malefactor walks up. Shiro makes an appearance. I start doing damage. Manage to chip away and kill the last Patriot and take off the heavy machine gun. Sludge Thralls run back to try to help protect the cache, and I try to throw some shots at Deuce, and I don't really think I do much to him. Oh, actually, no, I think I did like 7 total to him with both the sprays.
Some damage was done.
Trying to figure out what to do with that Scarlark throw. Scarlark throw runs over to help protect the cache a little bit, because I don't want you to pick that up. Then I move the Necrosurge to the other side of the ruin to keep contesting it. Well, picking up the flag and scoring 2 objectives helped me out there. Brought me up to 8-2. So I'm feeling pretty good up the position I'm in. Able to kill that other Patriot and pull out Boomhowler and kind of wipe out some stuff. I'm feeling pretty good where I'm at, but there's always the chance of Caine coming in and assassinating me. been done before, and it could happen again.
Yeah, that's basically my plan at this point. I need to not lose on scenario, or at least lose on scenario slow enough that I'm waiting for a chance for Caine to hopefully go into a Dekathus that is not sitting on a ton of armor. I think that any real chance I have to pull anything on attrition or scenario is pretty rapidly going out of the window, so I'm just trying to wait for Mike to make a mistake.
Which I do a lot.
Less than I would like. You should make more mistakes.
For you, buddy, anything.
I appreciate that. Well, friends, let's see what we can do to maybe kill a couple of models while staying in at least a slightly threatening position. We immediately start with Caine not needing Rhythm of War anymore, but we are keeping Calamity on that jack. We're going to go ahead and lead with a Surviving Gun Mage to just go ahead and put a Heartseeker shot into the Malefactor. We get that done, do a little bit of chip damage into it. Then we're going to go ahead, and I think we're looking at where we're going to put Caine. We move him up there, have him go ahead, finish off that Malefactor. Then we are going to teleport him, I believe. Maybe? Yeah.
My poor Malefactor. What do he ever do to you?
Killed multiple Patriots. Then we are going to be moving on to Deuces. He's going to clear off the objective of those Sledge Thralls. So hopefully we can pick that cachet up with our Commandos. Commandos gotta be able to do that if we're going to stay in the game after that big scoring turn that he had. We're able to do some pretty nice damage there. After that, we are then going to repo in to score that 50mm. Then move our Commandos up. Get some good contesting range over here. And then go ahead and get close enough that we can pick up that cachet. We have some of them fire off some shots into that Surviving the Canathrall. And I believe we put that thing down in short order with some well-placed rockets.
Yep.
Flip that cache. And that leaves me contesting all of his scenario elements while scoring a little bit of my own this turn. Following my flag around. While doing our best to stay on top of his. Unfortunately, this is probably the last time that I'm going to be able to functionally prevent him from scoring my flag. We do go ahead and move our blocker and just tie some stuff up, and we end here. If I'd been able to have that turn a turn earlier, I might have been able to get something out of it, but like I said, we're just trying to slow the bleeding as much as we can to try to get an opportunity.
Cryx, turn 4. Well, Lone Malefactor powers up, no allocation. Dekathus upkeeps Death Ward and converts his souls back into focus again, getting me up to 10 again. Dekathus activates. Move around the blocker and attack it, and then use Impending Doom to pull in that last Storm Vein. And I kill the Storm Vein and use it to trigger Annihilation into those guys. Do some damage. Managed to kill 2. Hoping to kill 3, didn't work out. Dekathus then teleports using the Hellgate ability to hold that 50mm. We're going to bring up the Necrosurgeons and we're going to power up our Jack. He then activates and walks over. I proceed to start chipping away at him. And I'm rolling kind of hot, actually. I like to believe that. I like to believe that I don't make tough checks so that I can do good damage.
I mean, you didn't make tough checks because Gun Mages and Black 13th and Caine didn't let you make tough. Headshot's a hell of a thing. The ones you even had a chance to were the Storm Veins.
My Criterions run over to engage Caine and block and take some of that 50mm contesting. And I come up and I try to spray down this last gun mage because he offends me. Dang. And that brings us to I score 3 and I go to 11. Corey doesn't score there because I was able to contest his stuff, and he stays at 7. I'm feeling pretty good here. I just need to make sure I don't die. I think I've said this before in an earlier turn, but Corey's really good about seeing some of these angles that I wouldn't think about and just kind of sneaking his way in there and just killing stuff.
As we start to look into turn 5, our main priority now is we've got to get rid of the Satyrians. I'm hopeful that between Caine and some of the surviving little support back there, we should be able to put them to bed. We're just going to have to just spend as much focus as we got. After that, I would really like to have Deuces start putting some damage on either Dekathus or the Malefactor. I've got to start putting some hits there if I'm going to be able to get anything done. We go ahead and let Deuce power up, and we go ahead and give him one more focus. Again, we are always trying to do the easy things that are low roll first, so we just go ahead and move the commandos up. They're not going to really accomplish much aside from being annoying. We have one contest his flag, and then one repose up into my flag that keeps moving in a way that I don't love. Shut down some scoring. Then we're going to go right around to my side of the table and try to kill some Satyrians. Caine is going to be going first. He just moves in and starts firing off a gunfighter. He's going to lead with a Witchmark shot, just so we can go ahead and drop Calamity on them to hopefully make this easier for us. Then after that, he is then going to just buy 3 more Heartseeker shots. Which, after Hyper Regeneration, unfortunately does all of nothing. So we still have 3 mostly healthy Criterions staring down Caine, which is gonna be a problem. problem. I go ahead and I grab the gun mage, I believe, next. They move up and they toss a shot into the revived Criterion that has 1 HP. And they're able to go ahead and headshot that one. After that, it's gonna have to allocate Deuce to do the job. I do some thinking here and don't love how this looks, but it is what it is. We go ahead and move Deuce in, I believe, and have him just start popping some shots. And he's able to go ahead and get that taken care of. That lets us repo around, make sure that we can be within threat range while scoring that zone. This will let me score a little bit. I go to 3 and go to 10, and fortunately Mike still scores 1 and goes to 1. And this is really where it's kind of all over. But the crying, we got to see if I can maybe force him to overextend to try to deal with deuces.
Cryx turn 5. Alright, well, Malefactor powers up, Dekathus upkeeps Death Ward. My souls turn back into focus, giving me 9 afterwards. Allocate 2 to the Malefactor. And then Dekathus activates, charges into the first commander, boosts a hit, and kills him, taking his soul. And then I use that blood boon to cast Annihilation at the other commandos. And kill 1, getting another soul. And then I'll teleport back to continue scoring that 50mm objective. Oh, Mr. Malefactor activates, charges in, and cleans up those commandos, giving some more souls to Dekathus. Then we use the Necrosurgeons to run back and cap that objective, or the flag, excuse me. Because it's on obstruction, I just have to be within 3 inches of it, which is nice. Our remaining Sledge Thralls, they run and are placed to engage Caine and grab that. I'm able to get 3 points on that, going to 15, and Corey remains at 10. I just need to survive, is what I'm looking for.
Yep, we are at official go time now. I don't have another turn. I'm out of ways to score points. I have no access to either of the flags. We're just going to go hard on Dekathus and see what happens. Deuce powers up and allocates. Then we just go ahead and put Breakthrough on Caine and just get to it. He moves up and shoots a Witch Mark shot at Dekathus. We are going to go ahead and land that and Calamity him. We then just burn our stack, shooting as many Heartseeker shots into him as we can. Don't do any damage, but we do pull some of his focus off. After that, we are then going to move Deuces up there with thanks to True Sight, so start tossing shots over there. He will hit, do some decapitation damage in, but I think when all is said and done, we are going to be ending up looking at about 9 damage altogether after he spins focus. We gave it a good shot, but I think that was really it. heckin' good game, though, my man.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed the game. Games like this where like you put a lot of points into like a centerpiece, and then that piece just kind of vanishes, and having to think on your feet to kind of move things around or kind of fun to me. I enjoy that part of the game too. It's like, oh well, now I need to make another plan, and that's one thing I love about Warmachine too, is that just because one part of your plan is gone doesn't mean there's something else you can try to do. So, and all my games with you are always just a blast. I always have to think more. You'll see me have this expression on my face through the whole game. It's not that I'm not having a good time. It's not that I'm upset. It's like I'm having to think. Because if I make a mistake, I know Corey's going to capitalize on it and come and get me and smack me down.
No, this was a good game. Like, once I lost most of my Patriots, by all rights, the game should have been over, but we were able to dance around each other for quite a while afterwards until things really, really settled in.
Yeah.
It was a very good back and forth there, and with a couple of changes in either direction that could have really swung the game. It was anybody's game there for a little bit.
Oh yeah. It was very exciting, and I look forward to our next one. So.
Heck yeah.
Well, that's about all the time we have for this episode. Thank you all very much for joining us for another Collateral Damage. Thank you, Corey, for playing with us and doing this. Always a blast. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you again, Corey, for playing with me. It's always a blast. And if you like this content, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. And we hope to see you next time on Collateral Damage.